Saturdays ago. Been involved in a fundraiser for the church down in Monterey at the Oak Cedar Church to help, I guess that was a good one, to help build a handicap ramp for the elderly to get up into that church. Raised several $1,000 on that one night at a fundraiser. I've been involved in several, but I couldn't pick one as a favorite standout.
12 years I was county judge, I served on the extension board, and I'm always proud of what you try to do to help the farmers in this county. Like now with the tobacco going out, in my personal opinion, 3 more years, we're not going to have any tobacco in this county. And I appreciate the efforts that the extension service is doing to try and find things to help the farmer raise where he can pay his taxes. But of course, all of us know that tobacco is not going to be replaced for any cash crop today. But I've always supported the extension service, and I think they do a great service for the county.
Okay, our next question is another judge question. What will you do to make sure people aren't building in a floodplain or putting trailers there? People in the county will not be able to buy flood insurance if the county is not participating in the NFIP. What is your understanding, and who is the county floodplain coordinator?
For your information, NFIP is a national flood insurance program.
Just recently, new floodplain maps have been adopted, and there's going to be a drastic change in the areas in which the tributaries, like the creeks that lead into the Kentucky River, is going to be expanded. We are waiting at the present time for the federal government to approve those maps officially. Then we will be having a county-wide meeting, and we're very fortunate to have Mr. Johnson here in this county, that's a relative of Laurie Dees, who is actually the head of the department, that will be coming in and doing a seminar to explain to all the citizens in the 3 major areas that are affected, and anyone else will be welcome to come. Once that plan is developed, they will have a 90-day window in which to purchase flood insurance and be grandfathered in at a much lower rate. So it is, and our flood coordinator, I have designated Rick Morgan, who is also the EMS worker, on that. But we are going to cover thoroughly for everyone in this county so that they have an opportunity to buy this flood insurance. It is very important at this point.
I agree with Cal. Of course, she's keeping up on this stuff right now, but I've been through a couple of floods myself. You take over Monterey, you can see where a lot of homes that's left over there that's not being replaced. And no one's going to build a new home in a floodplain. And everybody knows Monterey, Grasshopper Park, and down around the Cape, Eagle Creek Resort. It's up there going to be flooded. And you got to have regulations, because who would want to go in the floodplain and build a new house anyway? I would. I want to get on high ground. But I was in the river in 79 and when it was up, and again in 85. And I just can't understand people going back. You know, they go back and redo their homes and stuff. But there should be some regulations that be worked through with Rick Morgan on that. And I'm sure he's doing a lot in that category. But I surely wouldn't be building in an old flood zone.
This is a question for anybody who'd like to answer it. What regulations would we need in place to stop a landfill from coming into our county?
We already got state laws to keep any landfills out of this county that ought to be enforced. We had, I remember understanding a few years ago, some guy come in down around New Liberty, or wanting to start just dumping stuff in there, and they let the state come in and put a halt there real quick. Of course, you got your county ordinance that can do that too. That nuisance ordinance should be in to cover that on starting in. I know one time when I was county judge, somebody talked about coming in out on 22 with no head holler, starting a landfill. You talking about getting eyebrows raised. Nobody wants a landfill, I tell you, in these counties. .
know that past administration dealt with this, and I think they were very fortunate in the landfill that was going off of 127 down there to discover there was a stream nearby, and because of that, they were able to successfully stop the building of that landfill. I think that we could be somewhat still in jeopardy. It's a very difficult situation. There has been some action in the past taken to try to prevent it. But that is one of the dangers that I am very concerned about in our county because we are so large geographically. But I don't believe there are any state regulations that would protect Owen County from a landfill.
Okay. This.
Again, I'm an old lawyer, of course, but I feel pretty confident that that could probably be addressed in a some sort of subdivision regulations. Because in the regulations, it would be you would be addressing residential, commercial, and industrial properties.
Okay.
I feel like I'm like most, I don't want to see Owen County become a dumping ground in this triangle. And I believe we do need to, whatever is possible through ordinances. I mean, again, I believe most of this can be covered in an ordinance if we commit ourselves to prevent the dump from coming to this county.
Thank you. The next question is for anybody who would like to answer. What are your plans to improve the economy of Owen County as we see the demise of tobacco?
I talked to a few people, and we have a lot of small farmers that, 1 to 5 acres of tobacco. A lot of people didn't get contracts, and a lot of people are worried about that. Through talking with several of them, I know some also have gotten contracts for tomatoes, cucumbers, stuff like that, and I don't know what's possible, but I would really like for us to see, or I'd like to see if maybe we can organize the farmers to become a produce producing county. Just like I said, tomatoes, cucumbers, look for some avenue for that. It was mentioned that an acre of tomatoes, they can make several $1,000s off of 1 acre of tomatoes. And that's just something that I'd like to pursue.
Well, I know it's all been a big concern for everybody, especially the tobacco farmers who's losing their contracts. I agree we need to look at different things, different cash crops, different means of making money. One of the things, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, whatever, but not everybody can do that. We need to figure out, okay, who can grow what the best, and that way, so we're not cutting each other's throats. Not everybody's raising tomatoes, not everybody's raising cucumbers. I think another thing we need to look at too is we need to look at different areas of our county for industry. Top of Sparta Hill, we're 5 minutes from 71. We've got a railroad there. We need to look at possibly expanding that. We've got natural gas. Even out on 22, even though the road is not completed yet, but we're close to 75 there at the county line. We're just minutes away from 64, and also we've got the Bluegrass Parkway. So we need to look at different areas of our county and where it can expand.
I don't think that there are any bad suggestions. All ideas need to be answered. In 1992, people laughed at me. I took a trip in Michigan. I said, when I come home, we need to start raising grapes as an alternative. Now, we are raising grapes at 50 Curtis.